All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with the one, the only Nicdali. Nicdali, how we doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for
So,
asking.
yeah, no problem at all. And recently, you were just calling out that you wanted to compete in RIZIN. Talk to us a little bit more about why you want to compete there, and a little bit more about that.
Well, when I decided to come back for my retirement, that was my goal was to fight in Ryzen because they have super atom weight. I don't know of any other organizations that have super atom weight, and that's where I feel that I compete the best at. So
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense for sure. And now, since you kind of put out that tweet, has there been like any sort of talks or anything like that, potentially trying to compete over there yet?
yes.
Nice, nice. So when it comes to potentially competing there, when can we maybe see you fight there? Would you like to compete before the end of the year, or maybe sometime next year?
Well, my goal is to fight there by the end of the year. If not, definitely next year for sure.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome to hear for sure. And now, when it comes to your career, you've competed a couple times this year. What's kind of maybe your goals that you might have with MMA at the moment right now?
To fight as much as possible. I wanted to fight two more times this year, but the fight that I had November 21st, it fell through. The whole fight card fell through. So, so now I'm trying to get on that Ryzen New Year's Eve card.
Nice. Now, when it comes to the Rising card, are you still looking to compete after the Rising card? Are you thinking this could be like your last one? Talk to us a little bit more about that.
No, I want to compete after that. I would, and for 2026, I'd like to compete 4 or 5 times in a year.
Nice. No, that's
So if
definitely
I do,
awesome.
yeah, if I do get on the Rising card, then that'll be 3 times this year, kind of starting the year off right, in my opinion, because it goes into the new year. So to me, that would be like the greatest MMA gift that I could get for myself from others is to fight on that card because I'm ending the year fighting and starting the year off fighting, which is what I love the most right now in my life.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome to hear that you're looking to try and stay active a little bit more this year and next year. And now you've been competing for a long time now. Talk to us a little bit more about how you kind of think MMA has evolved since you kind of started MMA and what's kind of grown to now.
It's grown into a sport. When I first started fighting professionally in 2006, it was more of a sideshow. It had just started becoming a sport. They had just had on Spike TV, they just had the first Tough with Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner. And so it was just kind of like my career started kind of in I feel like the beginning of mixed martial arts becoming mainstream. And so how that's changed over time and during my careers, when I first started, there was no women in the UFC at all. So there wasn't dreams. There wasn't even like, you couldn't even make this a career. So the fact that I've been doing this for 20 years and made it into a career, I'm extremely proud of that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome to hear that you've been able to make it into a career and everything like that. And now, when it comes to maybe like other women or maybe even like other fighters that are looking to maybe get into MMA, what advice would you maybe give them to help get started and kind of have a career kind of like yourself?
Well, what I would tell them is learn the business, not just the athletic side of it, of being an athlete and a combat athlete and a fighter. Learn the business side of it, learn what the pitfalls are, look what advantages you have, and get with a team that believes in you, a coach that believes in you, that's willing to be there every day, even on the bad days.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely think that's important for sure. And now you mentioned like having a good coach and a good team around you. You've obviously been around the sport for a while. Talk to us a little bit more about some of the best training partners that you maybe been around throughout your career.
Well, training partners wise, I would say the one that stands out in my mind, the best training partner I've ever had is Maeda Mazar. She fought for the PFL. She was someone that I would train with every day for hours a day. She was someone that was extremely reliable and extremely dedicated and disciplined. And so it was just a great era in my life when I had her as a training partner, because it was someone that we grew together as a team, and we also inspired other people at the gym. So it was really cool to see that as well, and see our work ethic inspire them.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you were able to have a reliable and good training partner, like you mentioned. And now, I mean, not too long ago, I mean, you competed in Japan as well. I mean, talk us a bit more about that experience and what that was kind of like to compete over there in Japan.
Oh man, that was a long time ago. That was like over 10 years ago that I competed in Japan. And when I first fought there, I had just won the FCF 125-pound belt. And I was very young in my career, and it was a huge step up in competition at the time. I took on a fighter named Miku Masumoto, who is a legend in Japanese mixed martial arts. And in my opinion, she's the greatest atom weight of all time. And at the time, I hadn't even competed at atom weight yet. Um, so it was a learning experience for me, and I would love the opportunity to prove that I've gotten better over the course of, over 10 years, especially now. You were speaking of training partners earlier. Now I train a lot with Jillian Robertson and under Den Thomas, and I feel like having them be part of their team and having them, have my back has really changed me as a fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome to hear that you've kind of changed and evolved and everything like that. And now with you being or with you competing in Japan, I mean, what was maybe some of your favorite things or memories, seeing Japan and everything like that as well?
Well, seeing the cherry blossoms in your face and in person, and just seeing the culture of Japan. Excuse me. And just seeing the culture of Japan was fascinating. They come from a warrior culture, and they're extremely respectful people, and everyone was very nice to me, like in the street. And then little kids wanted to take pictures with me because I looked different. So um, it was just a great experience, like getting to see the Japanese culture and it being completely different than American culture or Mexican culture. So yeah, the food too. The food was probably the best food I've ever had in my entire life, and I've been all over the world. And well, one thing that I know for sure is that they have some of the highest food standards in the world. So the fact that knowing what I'm eating is extremely healthy and well prepared. Um, and I just like the Japanese cuisine, like the flavors of it. If you've ever had it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you were able to experience some good foods and some good vibes in Japan. And now, when it comes to your fighting career, I mean, you've obviously fought a ton of top talent as well. I mean, what was maybe some of you, or what was maybe your favorite fight that you might have had throughout your MMA career?
Um, One of them was fighting Felice Herring, and we had like a 3-round war before the UFC for women existed, and we went viral with our weigh-in video before going even viral is even a thing, and that was really cool. And just having the beef with her that we had like on Twitter, like going back and forth, that was pretty fun to me. And having that 3-round war with her was great and fun, but it also sucked because I ended up losing 2 rounds of the three. So, but I just really like the whole experience of that. Like talking trash on Twitter, having a viral weigh-in with her, and then having a war with her when we fought, and then we respected each other afterwards because we both showed up and did our job. We made weight, we fought hard, and then afterwards we became pretty good acquaintances.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you guys were able to, settle everything after the fight. That's definitely pretty cool. And now you mentioned earlier that you trained a little bit with Jillian Robertson, and checking out your Instagram, you made some funny skits with Master Ken. I mean, talk us a little bit more about these skits and how everything all came about with that.
Well, I'm a student under Master Ken, and so I was telling Master Ken about Jillian Robertson and training with her, and I was telling him about her vicious elbows, and then he was telling me, then he asked me about her elbows that went viral online against Luana. And so that's kind of how that came about, is like we all got together and we were talking about it. And then he wanted to show us, uh, what the proper way to throw strikes is, because Master Ken, he knows everything. And
Uh-huh.
his martial arts is the most deadly.
Yeah, no, his martial his martial arts is definitely the most deadly, no doubt about it. And now another thing I was wondering as well too. I mean, not only have you been competing for a while. I mean, recently you were just actually a ring card girl as well. I mean, what was that kind of like to experience that and be on the other side of the cage as well?
Oh my God, no lie. It was so fun because I got some of the best seats of the house. I'm a huge MMA fan. Even though I compete, like I still fangirl out and I love watching fights at any level. And it was just, I got to sit front row, and then just being able to bring the feminine side that I have always had into MMA. It was a really fun experience, and I got paid for it. So it just even made it even more fun for me.
Nice. Is that something you're looking to maybe do again in the future as well?
Yes, actually, hopefully. Well, they did ask me to come back in January, and pending that I don't fight, I will be either fighting or ring card girling sometime in January. So,
Nice. There you go. All right. That's definitely awesome to hear for sure. And now another thing I was curious about as well too. I mean, like you mentioned, you started MMA like before it kind of became as big of a sport as it is now. I mean, talk us a bit more about kind of your first days on the mats and how you kind of got started with everything as well.
well, my first days on the mat, basically, why I decided to start martial arts at all was to learn how to defend myself because I was bullied growing up in school, and it wasn't like how people get bullied nowadays. Days like cyberbullying. It was literally like I had a boy punch me in the face. I had people, I don't know, like groping me in inappropriate areas. Um, and then I had like girls trying to fight me. And then my parents basically got sick of me coming home and crying about it. And so they put me in Muay Thai kickboxing. And what was one of the empowering moments of that was once I felt comfortable with using it against my bullies, I ended up uh, push kicking one of my bullies away from me because she was trying to come at me, and she fell to the floor, and she never bullied me again after that. And then after that, like, news quickly traveled, and no one really messed with me after that. So that was really empowering for me. So that's why I started my martial arts journey. But what got me into competing in it was one of my boyfriend's coaches at the time. He was showing me videos of Shelby Walker, rest in peace, fighting MMA, and she was like a really beautiful woman, and she was fighting MMA, and so he was telling me, he's like, you should do this MMA thing, and I was just like, I don't know. And then they were part of the Lions Den Tulsa back then under Mikey Barnett, but I was just like, I don't know. I was literally appalled by it, to be honest with you. Like, I thought it was bloody. I thought it was all the things, all the negative things that people say like about MMA in the early days. I was like so scared of it. But once I started to train in it, like other than kickboxing, I fell in love with it because it was extremely challenging for me. And I'm one of those people that live to overcome challenges. And it just became kind of an addiction at that point.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome to hear that you were able to overcome everything and able to compete and make a career kind of like you've had as well. And now when it comes to your fighting career as well, I mean, getting back into that, I mean, was there maybe any cool or like funny behind the scenes moments that might have happened in any of your fights that maybe you could share or remember that sticks out?
Like what do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like anything like, I don't know, like maybe that happened before the weigh-ins or like before the fights or like something with the promotions or just anything like that, I guess.
I can name a few different things so all the way back to fighting on Bodog Hook and Shoe. It was an all one night tournament where the 125 bracket fought the 135 bracket. And so what was really cool was I didn't have to cut weight. So, and it was around Thanksgiving. So one thing that was really cool is I didn't need my sauna suit. So I ended up giving it to Misha Tate, who we ended up becoming like really, really, really good friends after that. We're still friends. And just how that, like, just that kindness and, just brought about like conversations, like, where we realized we had things in common. And then another cool thing was they gave us old DVDs of like Vanderlei and like Vitor and like bare knuckle, like MMA. Like there was like 5 DVDs that they gave us. That was just like, I know that's super like old school. Like people don't even do that anymore, but it was just really cool. Like gifts that they would do. And then Invicta, when I fought for Invicta back then, they would give you like gifts, like kind of like in Hollywood where they give you like special gift bags. They would do stuff like that. Like you would show up and then like whenever you would go to your fighter check-ins, they would give you like these amazing headphones and like gift bags. I don't know. It was just like an added perk. And then Combate, like fighting for Combate was like incredible because just like going to different places in Mexico and getting really to experience my Mexican culture, and just meeting all the amazing different people that I met during my time at Combate. I can't even like, seeing some of those fighters in Combate then and then seeing now like grow into what they've come into in the UFC. I'm just like, wow, like that's incredible. You know what I mean? I can't even put that into words, but I guess just seeing people's journeys other than my own, from kind of like the beginning to like where they are now in the UFC. One of them is, he didn't fight for Combate, but I really wanted to get him signed, was Diego Lopez, and look at him now. Like, I'm like, man, I'm one of those people that really like believed in him like back in the day, and I was really trying to sell him to them. But I can't even, I'm just like, wow, he's everything that I thought he would be,
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you mentioned Diego Lopes. I was actually at his card in Noche in Texas. That was really awesome to watch him
wow.
win live and everything like that. And
That's
now, when you
cool.
mentioned Diego, is there maybe any other fighters you maybe like to watch as well too? Since you mentioned you're a big MMA fan as well.
Yes. One of my favorite fighters right now, I always say he's my favorite middleweight. Sorry, Sean Strickland. Because I know Sean through training at Extreme Couture, is Fluffy Hernandez. I just love watching Fluffy Hernandez. He sets a pace that just people can't keep up. And I just love his style in MMA, how he mixes everything together so seamlessly and so violently beautiful. It's just like he just breaks people's souls. And
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah, no, Fluffy's the man. I'm definitely glad that you gave him a shout out. He definitely doesn't get as much love as he deserves. So yeah, shout out to him. And
I'm telling you, he's going to be champ one day.
I think so too. I've said that for a while as well. I think he's definitely the guy that could beat Hamza, and just he's a problem. So I'm definitely curious to see how he goes.
I agree. If
Yeah.
anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah, yeah, no, I would definitely agree with you there. And now another thing I was curious about as well too. I mean, obviously, you're a beast and whatnot in the cage, but I mean, what do you kind of like to do outside the cage when you're not in there training and fighting?
Well, my whole life kind of revolves around that, but I also love indoor rock climbing. So
Okay.
that's one thing I really like to do. It's a puzzle. It's like kind of like jujitsu. Jujitsu is like a puzzle. I call it like murder yoga. It's like a puzzle with another person, but like when you climb, it's a puzzle on a wall that you have to figure out with your body. So I really like that. I also really enjoy hot yoga. I do that 5 to 7 days a week. It depends on the week. It's really improved my flexibility and my strength and just my mindset. So I like doing that. I also really love comic books and anime. So that's another reason why I really want to go to Japan is I really want to check out all the cool anime stuff that they have over there. I created my own comic book. That's how much of a nerd I am and love comic books. So those are some of the things that I like to do. I also like to read and nerd out on YouTube, like MMA channels.
Yeah.
So
Nice. No, yeah, I definitely got a nice little variety there. That's definitely some pretty cool stuff, and definitely pretty cool about the comic book as well too. And Nicdali, it's been awesome talking to you. I appreciate you taking the time. I mean, what's maybe your final message out there to the fans watching this video?
well, I would love to fight Kate Oyama on RIZIN New Year's Eve card. If I've seen that she's on a winning streak, and I respect her, and I think our styles could make a really exciting fight for the RIZIN fans in Japan on New Year's Eve. And if SB Rena's opponent ends up getting hurt, RIZIN, call me. I will fight her. I'm not scared. Um, Respectfully. Yeah. So that's my final message, and you can watch any of my former fights on YouTube. Almost all of them are there. I'm working on getting a few of my fights that are not on there uploaded soon, and you can search me on any social media platform. I'm at Nicdali, which I believe is on the screen. You can find me. And if you want to chat about MMA, I'm usually down to talk about it anytime.
Nice. And yeah, I definitely think that's going to be a fun call out. And I hope Ryzen, answers the call and gives you a fight sometime soon. And thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me. And we're looking forward to seeing what's next for you.
No problem. Would you like to see that matchup?
I would love to see that matchup. Yeah, I definitely think that would be a lot of fun. And I definitely think that's a perfect call out for you.
All right. Thank you.